Hello there, I am Jared Hurt, a student in the TAD department in Bemidji State University. Today I want to show you my CEP corporate lobby for my exhibit environments classes. To start off with, I want to go over my concept. My concept goes over these three things: the mission, vision, and theme. For this project's mission, it is to create a fun but professional lobby space that represents what kind of company CEP is, and what is needed to be designed is a inspiration wall, a reception desk, and a seating area. For that vision, the vision is to create an environment that would stimulate a professional but family feel for clients and employees when they first step into the lobby space. Chicago Exhibit Productions is a company that cherishes its relationships and connections. Rather than just being a fancy and fun environment, they strive to create true and long lasting relationships. This space should be the first steps into creating a long lasting relationship. So, for that, my theme is Our People Equals Our Family. Just to be on a play on words, how they really cherish and keep their long lasting relationships rather than other companies. That was what their main focus was, and what they said makes a difference with their company and other people's company. So I wanted to re-emphasize how they want to state their people or our people equals our family, and just keep that closeness and bondness to it. So the inspiration, this is the first slide for inspiration. It goes the design style. So what I went with is a contemporary design style for it. So contemporary, some of the things it really contributes or has traits of is less is more, a lot of neutrals, simple lines, open space, a lot of open floors, and a lot of shine and high impact furniture. So from a design strategy, you can see some of the furnitures I use are very similar furnitures I use. It's very simple and sleek. These are the ones I'm using for the little seating area. So for my inspiration I took is obviously there's gonna be a lot of use of red and black. So who I thought or who want to be better to put for that is Darth Maul, and then also I just for my other inspiration I had the CEP booth they had for Exhibitor Live this past year. Going on for the personas, my first persona is Joe. His title is he's an employee for CEP. Background knowledge, he worked for CEP for about 15 plus years. And his part of the company, or I guess his title once again, he's a sales rep. So experience in his lobby, the lobby is the first place where Joe walks in for work every day. So he comes in and he could use a touchscreen board to check into work. And also, this is the first place you get to say his first hellos in the morning. This is a very new lobby space for him, since the past design's been really simple and just basically a reception desk in the corner. So he feels this lobby space is finally being able to to its max potential, but it's not over the top, but it's right in the right place for them. So this place could be a good spot for him to just come over and read and relax just over his breaks when he just wants to leave his office. So for Persona T2, we had Jessica. She is a client. Her background is this is her first time coming to CEP. Her part of the company, she's just looking for someone to take her and her business to the next level. So her experience in the lobby. So this is Jessica's first time in the lobby. So once she steps inside, she sees the great inspiration wall and is welcomed politely to the reception desk, just to sign in a form to let people know of her arrival. And while waiting for her appointment, she gets to go back and she could go to the wall reading Our People Equals Our Family, just to bring up the thought and just thinking what that means. Next thing you know, on this little LED touchscreen monitor there we have on the wall, goes through and you could click there and goes over information about CEP and how they value their friendships. So once she's already there, she gets to take a picture and add it into their little family pictures they have in there, so she could be part of the family. And after that, she could just stroll over to the seating area and just relax and sit there for a bit. But then they also have their little display counter or their display tabletops, which you could put an item there and it'll display a little image and videos that pop up for it, so she can learn more about them. But shortly after that, she'll be welcome to the owners or sales rep just to come talk to the future with her and them. So then she gets to move on to the next level of the event of the experience with them. So going on, we have the basics of the space before we get into viewing the space. So we have spatial definition, enclosure, size, form, permeability, function, hierarchy, spatial textures, and circulation. Some of these you can go through and see when we look through the renders. So the first view, you have a corner view from the seating area. So it gives us a good idea of how this space looks. Right here's the top overview, gives you an idea of how this space looks, and next you can kind of see the overviews of where everything is. So red is the entryway on the left side, and then the little blue is going to be the inspiration wall, and the purple is the reception desk, and the yellow is the seating area. And then going on, you can kind of see it's a simple flow. There's only three little nodes or go-to areas. You have the entrance, and first, obviously, once you go to the entrance, you could go to the reception desk, and that gives you the option. You're like right in a good middle where you could go to the wall or go to sit down in the seating area. So right here's the first view of this seating area. What I have here, it just says CEP, our people equals our family. And then on the little monitor board, touchscreen monitor board, it just clicks here to join our family. That's where it would go over and display information and talk about CEP. And then that's where like Jessica went to take her picture to be added on into there. And then going on, kind of just highlighting that, just showing that off a bit more. And then right here is just highlighting the little monitor board, touchscreen monitor board. And right here, one thing I know CEP wanted is just to keep the shelving there so they could display their awards that they're very proud of. Going on next, you can see the LED lighting right there, the dots, just show around where the LED lighting would be. So we have red LEDs going on for the shelving, and then all around, just around the whole wall, we would have white LEDs going around to go around that. And for the touchscreen monitor board, we have LEDs underneath there. And right here is just back to another view of that. Going on, we have a simple display, or we have a simple reception desk. Just take some geometrical curves, nothing too exaggerated. One thing they wanted simple and clean lines. They didn't want anything too far abstract. So going on, you can kind of see the table there as well. Next view, just showing the LED lighting, just to keep some of those accents they had from the wall, bringing it over here as well. Then another, just the same view again without the text on it. And then now going on to the seating area. So the seating area, I want to keep the furniture very clean, nothing too fancy, but just keep that simple and clean look of the contemporariness and simple lines with it as well. So now we have one of the display tables. They always have these display tables where they have little tabletop items that would go on top, and it would pop. Each one of these would show a little different display on the little monitor board underneath. So that's one thing they always have at their shows. I wanted to incorporate some of that technology to their seating area, which I thought could be really interactive for people to come in and touch and play with that as well. And just back to this view, just showing it all over again. And then that's basically